player must dribble the ball quickly and with many touches. The player turns around the cone with the inside foot and then with the outside foot. Repeat the exercise with both feet. The exercise improves the touch on the ball and the quickness during change of directions.
Sempre destra. Lui è keniana. Fatti Leo, fatti.
Vai, tira sul collo, dai.
With this exercise, we stimulate the change of directions of 30 degrees and with the objective to dribble with both feet and under condition of quickness. The exercise is repeated with the outside foot. Exercise with the objective to change direction at a 45-degree angle. The exercise stimulates the touch on the ball with frequent change of directions and with complex situation of balance. The player is required to perform the exercise using the inside foot and the outside foot. The player works on the same objective as the previous exercise, but moving in a different pattern. The player is required to change the pace during the diagonal run. The player dribbles in a geometric pattern, developing quick change of directions, typical of game situations. Ask the player to use both feet. player must dribble, changing direction at 90-degree angles and staying very close to the cones. It is important to stimulate the peripheral vision and constant touch of the ball. The player dribbles in a zigzag pattern with a constant quick touch of the ball, typical of dribbling situations. The player passes the ball to himself and changes directions using a cut with the inside foot. The player stimulates the rotation of the planting foot and quick restarts. The exercise is the same as the previous one, but now the player changes direction with the outside foot. This requires good mobility of the ankle and a correct control of the ball to initiate the next play.
Spingi, mommy!
Guida e cambia direzione finta over.
Many times we ask the players to perform the moves of the greatest professional players. This stimulates the fantasy and creativity, fundamentals of a good player.
Stop! Aspetta, adesso facciamo i dettagli.
A greater contact of the foot with the ball is stimulated by asking the player to turn around cones, pylons, or circles, focusing on dribbling with both feet and with different parts of the foot. To improve the fundamental of dribbling, it is important to organize the exercise with cones, requiring the player to move continuously with the ball by quickly touching the ball with different parts of the foot and with quick, frequent steps. In the exercise, the player is required to dribble with 2 touches of the inside of both feet. The first objective is the accuracy in dribbling, along with the circuit combined with an increasing rapidity of the gesture. The next progression is to use only one foot, stimulating the ankle mobility and the continuous movement of the ball with different parts of the foot. The use of the sole of the foot helps to build sensibility and control of the ball. The cones represent the opponent, who must be overtaken with quick and unpredictable movement. The quickness in changing the angle of the foot from inside to outside is typical when dribbling and can be trained in technical situations, combining it with feints.
Corretto, guardatelo voi.
Ah, te ne va bene. Vai.
Understanding the change of rhythm is a key element for a young player. Often a quick change of pace is required to break through a tight defense. This can be trained, asking the player to dribble around each cone quickly. Dribbling and rhythm around every second cone, then every 2 cones at higher speed. Dribbling and rhythm around every 3rd cone, then every 3 cones. We finish the progression by varying the distance between the cones, asking the players to perform quick accelerations and decelerations.
Ancora uno.